Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with a project share. I am hosting a swap on a swap group that I am a member of if you guys would like to know more about it. You can go check it out. It's a Facebook group. It's called Craft Swapping Sisterhood. We just do swaps. It's kind of fun. I love doing swaps because I feel like I'm making the craft for a reason. A lot of times I want to make something, but I don't know what to do with it. And if I'm making it for someone, just to make someone happy, if it just makes someone happy, then I feel like I'm making that craft for a reason. So I really enjoy swapping, especially now. So anyways, I'm hosting this swap, which is called a loaded box swap. So there were some requirements. The requirements were that you were to create a box. You needed to decorate it. You couldn't just put everything into like a box, but it needed to be a pretty little box. Any kind of box that you wanted. The only requirements for the box that it's big enough to fit everything that was required to be put inside of it and small enough to send. Okay. In the box, you were to put 2 rosettes, 2 banner embellishments, 5 die cuts, different die cuts, 2 small cards and envelopes, and by small I meant like 2x3, 3x3, somewhere around there. No bigger than like 3x3, but no smaller than like 2x2. So, and then 1 shaker embellishment, 3 bows, and 2 crafter's choice embellishments or something. So to do mine, I'm going to share with you mine so that it will help the people in the group, the ladies in the group, have an idea of what I was talking about when I said this, because it was kind of a different swap that they hadn't seen before. So that's why I'm filming this video. I had a lot of fun making mine, and to make mine, I decided to go with the book box that I've been seeing around Instagram. I just think that is so cool. I don't really know who started it, but I've seen them in a lot of different ways. I saw them as just a regular book with just one box on each side. I also saw them as advent calendars, which I thought was really cool. I thought about adding a couple more boxes, making them different sizes, but I decided to go with just what I did here because I thought it would be easier. Anyways, the paper collection that I'm using is the digital collection from Crate Paper called Fresh Bouquet. It's a very, very pretty paper collection. I printed it all out, and I printed out and cut out all of the embellishments. I still have quite a bit left, so I'm going to include those with my swap, and I still have a lot of the papers left too, so I might include those too, so then they can make something with it. But anyways, I made this book box. I did not decorate it very much because I wanted it to be simple. I just wanted the paper and the gold to speak for itself. I did, however, put a little embellishment on the side because I felt like it needed it and because I wanted to make this. So I made this little tassel. It has, now it has one less bow or one less bell, but it had, I put some beads on it here, and then I do have some Christmas bells, which now I'll have to find that one and put it back on here. I have a tiny little Christmas bell, and I did have a couple of the regular Christmas bells. And then I also, on the top of it, have that really pretty iridescent bow with the teeny tiny flower. I really, really like that. And then it just has a lobster claw clasp so that it can be taken off and the person can use it if they want to. If they don't have to keep it on the box if they don't want to. So my swap partner can use it for themselves, or they can keep it on the box. Here's the bell I'll have to sew on or tie back on later. All right, now let's open it up and get to the good stuff. I used 2 thin pink little ribbons to tie it all together. And then it opens up just like this. You can see on either side I have the box. And I didn't do anything to the top of the boxes because, again, you could not. If you want it to close properly for the size that I made it, they have to come together. So you couldn't put any sort of real embellishments on it. And that's fine. I like the paper, so I really just wanted the paper to speak for itself. I did put the gold matting around it again. And on the inside, I did try to just add, I just wanted to add a little something. So I did the wonky stitching around the pattern paper. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. I do really like it when other people do it, but I'm not sure if when I did it, it just looks messy or not. I sort of like it and I sort of don't. I don't know. I don't know if it takes away from the paper or not, but anyways, I did it to both sides and it is what it is. So let's go ahead and open them up and see what's inside these boxes. So the lid just pops off like that. And the first thing you'll see is I have my bows. Now you were supposed to do 3 bows and they could all be different or they could all be the same, whatever you wanted. I chose to make mine all a little bit different and I did choose to use a little more than 3. I included 1 small sequin bow, 1 larger sequin bow in the yellow gold. Those are both from AliExpress. I did not make them. The rest of them I did make. This one here and the smaller one are from vinyl, iridescent vinyl. I did make those both from with a die cut. And then this one here, the pink one, it's a really pretty shade of pink. I made that one from ribbon. So those are my bows. Then the next thing we have here is we have the banners. Now I chose to go with page flag banners. I'm quite happy with how they turned out. I am not happy, however, that they are not stained. So I'm going to have to open those up and fix them. But for now, we'll call it good. So I chose to make 3 page flag banners. I did only mean to make 2, but I thought I had messed up one and then it turned out I didn't. And so I just included them all. So all I did was for each one, I used 1 strip of patterned paper and then I put a gold glitter square on each one of them, put an eyelet through that square, and then attached a different bead to each one. Then I put a sentiment strip and some little decorations from the die cut collection all on them, and I think they turned out really cute. I really like them. This here is my favorite charm though. I really like that one. It's kind of an iridescent leaf. Anyways, let's move on. So this is one of my Crafter's Choice embellishments. This is a little tiny shaker, and inside the shaker is all the, they're just diamond painting pieces. I kind of like them in different colors that kind of match the collection. And then a little tiny bow up top. And I also included an eyelet so that they could put it on a charm if they wanted to, or they could cut that off and just make it just a little embellishment that they glue on. It could be whatever they wanted it to be, but I like that. The next thing in here I'll have to open up because it's in this iridescent bag, which sometimes makes it harder to see. So this is my shaker. You were supposed to make 1 shaker embellishment. If I turn it over, you'll see all of my sequins that are in there. A very pretty mix of pinks and iridescence, and there's some mints in there as well. And then when I flip it back over, none of this is permanent because I wanted to decorate it, which is what you were supposed to do. You're supposed to make it a complete embellishment. So I made the shaker and then I decorated it, but I didn't want to make the decorations permanent in case they wanted to reuse it. They could reuse the shaker by itself, put it on a card, put it in between something, or they can cut it open and just use the sequin mix themselves if they wanted to. And then they could use each of the pieces. I just included a cut apart, a piece of the pattern paper that I tore, and then just a little bit of one of the cut aparts, or no, this is one of the die cuts that's in there. I liked the saying on it, so I just stuck these 2 little gemmies on it. and thought that was pretty. Then I included this sort of mint green, lime green paperclip and a mint green or a lime green tassel. The only thing I didn't like was the tassel is done in silver, and I did gold for everything else, but I can't be too picky. I liked the way the color looked with the paper pad, so I'm going to call that good. And then I just put it in this iridescent treat bag because I loved the iridescent bag. Okay, put that aside, and then let's open this one and see what's in here. And this one, this here is our set of cards that you're supposed to make. They do not have to be the same. They do not have to be similar. The only thing they had to be was they had to be completely decorated, and you had to include a matching envelope. So for mine, I did a 3x3, and I decorated it and put this embellishment on there and popped it up a little bit. You can see there's a little bit of texture on there. And then there's a matching envelope for that one. That one is a 3x3. And then on this side, you can see that I have a 2x3 card with a little bit of the gold paper, and then my favorite paper from the collection, and then just a little die cut on the top of it. And this one here is a 2x3, and it has a matching envelope with it as well, the right size. So those are my cards. Then we have 2 rosettes. I'm very, very happy with how they turned out. Let's first look at this one. This one's very pretty. I cut it from my second favorite paper in the collection. I love this flower paper. I love the colors in it. And then I put 2 stamp die cuts on there. And then I just strung this banner across the top. And then I put 2 of my new favorite Hobby Lobby gems in there, just because they looked pretty and sparkly. I included those in there. And then on this one, oh yeah, I did this one. This rosette I cut out with a die as well. I got it on clearance at Hobby Lobby a long time ago. And then this one I just did from scratch, just by cutting out a strip of paper and then scoring and folding it together. Can't go wrong with an old classic. And then for this one, I put a flower on there. I really liked it. And then the camera, in the center of the camera where the lens is, I painted some shimmer on there to kind of make it look like it was reflecting. And then because I didn't think it was decorated enough, I stuck a black and white butterfly or a moth or whatever you want to call it on the top of it. And then I gave it some sparkle too. And then just for a little bit of extra, I took another stamp, cut it in half, and tucked it down in there too. And I just think it just adds just enough. I like the color of this one. Okay, next up, you were to include 5 die cuts. My die cuts, I did do 5 of them. I did 5 different die cuts, but of each die cut, I included 3 of each one. That's a little bit more than they had to do, than you have to do for the swap, but I just thought, since I'm already cutting, I might as well cut a few more. So this one here is one of my favorites. I love this hello, especially in the gold. And then I did it in the 2 more times in the pattern paper as well. So I have that one. That's one. And then I also have the flower. I cut 3 of each one. So I have this small flower with a gold center, and then I have the larger flower, and I have 3 of the small and 3 of the large in there. Then I have 3 of the 3 stemmed leaves in here and 3 of the 1 stemmed leaves in there. Those ones are pretty. They have little embossing on them. So do the flowers. I don't know if it'll show up very well, but the flowers have embossing on them. These are Maggie Holmes flowers, and these are from the Maggie Holmes dies as well. And so are these bows. I have a gold bow and then 2 of the pattern paper bows, and I really like those too. And then the last thing I included was 3 bow die cuts. These are very pretty bows. They're flat because they are not put together, but they will be 3D when the person puts them together. So I included all of those dies. And let's see if I can get them back into the bag very quickly for you. I always do a little bit extra when I do a swap, just because if I'm doing it, I might as well, you know, cut a couple more because why not? So I did a few extra of those. Okay, there's those. And then we were supposed to make, oh, and this is one of my, this is the last of Crafter Choice. For this one, I made a tassel. I thought it was really pretty. I'm gonna take it out of the bag because you really gotta see it to appreciate it. So it has, I just took it and stuck it on a tag, but it has a lobster claw. And then on the tassel, the first thing it has is 2 beads and a little tassel that I made from embroidery thread. And then it has some more beads that I wear wrapped around there. And then they have these cute little, they all have different little bead caps on them. And then there's a bead cap on top of the tassel as well. And then this thing, which I really love, I recently got these in a, I got them in from, where did I get them from? I can't remember where I got them from, but anyways, you fill them up, they're just little glass baubles, and you fill them up with whatever you want. So in mine, I filled it up with diamond dots, and I just thought they looked so cute in there. It's a pretty combination. Then you put the little cap on them, and it looks really pretty. So that's my little tassel that I created for my swap partner. I hope that they like it. Now we will just package it all back up nice and pretty, and then it will be ready to go for my partner. I'm gonna stick these in here, and then both of those there, and then we'll just stick our little cards there. And then we're gonna seal this up, make it fit in there, and then we'll put that in there, and then our bows and that. Take a box, put it on there, another box, and put it there, and then we will close it and tie it, and oops, put our little decoration back on it, and then we have our lovely little box all ready to go. If you guys like this video, leave a comment or questions or anything that you have down below. If you're interested in joining our group, we would love to have more swappers in our group, so you can go check it out. It is a swap group, and you do have to be in the United States. I'm sorry, but it's for swappers in the United States. But we have lots of fun in there, so go check that out. It's called Craft Swapping Sisterhood. If you need a link, let me know. I'll post a link down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye-bye now.